quick visit. I always say quick visit, but you know, last time we was up here, what happened? Oh yeah, the kids planted and wife planted, etc. Today I'm going to tidy up this area, so I've already started to put a couple of stakes in, and that old door that used to be on the shed that was here is going to be come up and back wall, and then I'll make a side wall either side and a smaller one down here, and that's where all the junk wood's going to go. I say junk, but it's actually stuff that I will be using as time goes on. Yeah, so because as you can see, you know, complete mess. Oh yeah, and I've painted the shed. Before you argue and say, no, you shouldn't have painted it, la la la, it should be natural wood dye and all that lot. Remember, the shed was free, the paint was free, it was all free. And it had already been painted on the front. So the front was already painted, but I've just given it an extra coat, so it looks a lot tidier. But yeah, so let's get on with it, and I'll show you this at the end. Well, I've had the call, and you all know what that means. I didn't get much done. Well, got a fair amount done. So you can see what I'm doing. So all this will be, this side will be fenced in, that side. Actually, I might do that side, and that side, then leave that side unfenced in, because that'll be a no-go area for the kids. So throw the unwanted bits into there. And this is going to be like the bin. Dangerous stuff. Because what happens at this site is we're only allowed to burn between certain times of the year, and that time's gone. So all of this stuff down here, for example, and even parts of this old table and parts of this stuff here, all this wood is burn. And I can't burn it for a few months yet. So a lot of this has got nails and stuff in, so I want to put it somewhere safe. So I'm just making this little contained area out of the scrap. And that'll be burned off, and then I won't have to keep moving stuff around every time I come up here, because I'm wasting like 10-15 minutes of time moving things out of the way and trying to make things safe when the kids come up. So if I can get it all in one place, then I can tidy up all this area in front of the shed as an area they can play in, you know, Nerf guns and whatever it is they're going to do, and then they have a safe area while I work, or we work up there, sort of thing. So yeah.
The next day.
Well, we're back again. Need to finish off this, but it's very early in the morning, and if you can hear all the birds doing their dawn chorus, you understand why I can't start doing that just yet, because everybody's asleep. So what I'm going to do is go and weed some of this, weed this, and then this bed, uncover, dig over, and get ready for planting. And then once that's all done, I can come back to here and finish that and get all this nasty scrap wood, you know, sorted and plonked in there to keep the kids safe. And then if I got time, rip the top off here and see if I can make a new top for this. I know this isn't brilliant, but if I can make a new top for that, then I've got a potting table or something that I can just use. It's on its last legs, but for now, you know, doesn't cost anything, it'll work. So better crack on. Let's get this area sorted. Then after that, well, not after that, but also up here where I cut all the brambles down and dug them all the roots out, this lot here is all starting to sprout up. So I've really got to spend some time digging all the roots out up there. Otherwise it's going to become a nightmare again, unfortunately. And of course, watering. Everything needs watering. Right, see you in a bit. Right, what I've done is created a new bed. Well, where it was, and I've uncovered it. So if you remember, that's the kids' one, it's the wife's one, that's the leaks, and the disaster over there. I'll speak about that in a moment. So I've made it out of the treasure. Oh, if you remember, these tiles. Now I've used them all up, I've got about 3 left. So I've edged it all in with that, and now I've put blood and bone and stuff into it, dug it over. I'm going to rake it, get some of the stones out. But let me tell you about the disaster. I'm learning as I go along. Now so we had the leeks here, or we do have the leeks here. Sorry, we have the garlic here, and this was supposed to be leeks. But I forgot to mark out basically where I planted them, and this got infested with weeds, so I've hoed it over the top, hoping that the leeks haven't come up yet, but I've got a horrible feeling this is just a mistake. But like I say, first time ever doing this. I haven't got green fingers, I work on a computer all day long, and so I'm learning as I go. So when I plant my one, I'm going to put marker at one end and a marker at the other, so I know roughly where the line is, and so I know where to weed. Right, let's get on with it. What I'm thinking of planting in that bed actually today is lamb's lettuce, rocket, rainbow chard or bright lights chard, and some marigolds. The reason why I'm planting these is because this is what I eat. I like eating these, so you know, and it's roughly, it says on the back I can plant these out now. I can't do any seed sowing at home because I don't have space at the moment, and I know these need a cover, but I'm still going to plant them, hope they come up, because there's marigolds in that bed over there, and they're actually coming up. And I believe, no, there's no marigolds in that one, but the mustard's coming up there, you can see a line, and I believe there's marigolds up there which are coming up, so hopefully they survive. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this lot into that bed. Then once I've done that, I can then start tidying this lot up. So hopefully I'm going to have a good day today. What's the time? Yep, I've got about another hour and a half, maybe if I'm lucky, before I get the call. Right, back to it. I'm just about to put the, there we go, final bit of lamb's lettuce in that bit there, and then what I'm going to do is going to recover this bit for now. Then a week later put some extra things of these, if the chard doesn't take, etc., put the chard in again, try again. That's the idea, because I have no idea if this is all going to work, so I'm just going to do that with this one and then get on with the rest of the stuff I need to do today. So when you see that covered up, you know why. Right, I've finished making the little bed thing. Sorry, the scrap wood bit. So yeah, that's all done. I'm going to briefly show you because we're not allowed to film if there's other people in our view. So I'll show you it proper next week, and I'll see you then.